Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind all the smokers in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying, oh no, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me. Wanna go? I am all about adventure times. Another drink and I'll go anywhere. The way you smell, like a flash in the universe. You are illuminating. I don't really care about the people in the bar line. I don't really mind all the who goes doing stage dives. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings. What is going on, everybody? Good to see y'all. MM, what is going on? Good to see you. Kwan, hello. Linda, Faya, Libra Girl, Kimberly. We got Shannon, Bartman, Nakona, and Renee, and Stacy. How's everybody doing tonight? It's another lovely night. It is another lovely night indeed in the old Tarot Oracle household. Val Mary, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's see, Stacy, where are you at? Stacy, are you in the U.S.? I think you're in the U.S., right? Stacy, let me know if you are in the USA. I appreciate that. In the meantime, let's go just do some readings. Nadira, welcome. Jeffrey, welcome back. It's good to see you, Jeff. And Starseed, welcome to the family. I appreciate that. D, what is going on? It has been it's a good day. It is a good day indeed. Diane, all right. How does the X feel about me? We got another one. MM, Cell is back. What is up, Cell? Thank you for your support, Cell. I appreciate you. All right. You are. Okay, Stacy, I'm going to message you after the stream if you're still up or whatever. Kwan, welcome to the stream. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Originally from the great state of Texas. Here we go. Very awesome indeed. I will email you or message you on Instagram after the stream. MM, thank you for the other donation. MM's got 2 donations in 1 minute. Thank you, MM. I appreciate you. How does the X feel about me? A lot of interesting cards here. I got to say, the Wheel of Fortune. The X is used to you. The X kind of liked what you had. The X, sort of enjoyed just sort of where things were and how comfortable everything was and whatnot. Val Mary, the last reading was exactly how you saw it. Well, nice, Val Mary. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jack, welcome. Anyway. They liked it, right? Wheel of Fortune. Talk about this in my book. You're looking at a consistent day-to-day activities. What goes around comes around. And when you're thinking about somebody from the past, that means you liked it. I mean, you liked what you had, the Wheel of Fortune. It was predictable. It was nice. We have a lot of interesting things happening with that. Now, y'all had a lot going on. It felt like time was compressed sometimes as far as the relationship goes. It feels like sometimes that things just went quickly or things went way too slowly. It felt almost out of synchronization, right? Because that Eight of Wands next to it says, I mean, they still want something. They still would desire the old times back, the Wheel of Fortune. Unfortunately, there was a lot of hiccups. There were a lot of things that were in the way, things that just didn't work out, et cetera, et cetera. And, it was just an unusual situation to begin with. Eight of Wands says that the separation overall was good. I mean, this is something that benefited you both, It's not like something that is just going to be devastating. It is something that hurts in the beginning, but the overall, it benefited you both just because of sort of where you were in the cycle, how things were moving along and whatnot, but it just felt like it's probably a beneficial thing. But they still like you. They like the good old days. The good old days indeed. Paula, welcome to the stream. What is going on? Let's do MM's other one, which is part 2. Part 2 says, will the X and Isle reconcile? Not now, of course, but at the end of the year. I mean, that is 6 months out. Is this something where 6 months from now, I can look back and say, hey, maybe it's time. We've had that break. We've had that opportunity. Let's see how it goes. Hanged Man, High Priestess, and the Seven of Cups. I think it is possible. It is possible. What gets in the way? I mean, that's what you're doing, right? Because obviously we can be together. We can move into the next phase. We can resolve everything. We can pick it up. We can move along. Andrew, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you. I think the big question here is, why aren't you together now? And you need to fix that. Right? Why aren't you together now? Because if things did work out, then obviously you'd be together. You wouldn't be asking this question. So let's figure out, why is the break there? And if we can fix it, or if we can move past it. This is a big thing here. Seven of Cups says there are a lot of emotional things happening with this relationship. It feels like sometimes the relationship worked great, sometimes it didn't. It was almost a relationship of extremes. Like there was this extreme over here and then this extreme over there. And so you did have a bit back and forth as that goes. The Hanged Man basically says, yeah, if we can look at things a little differently, if we can approach things from a different perspective, if we can work out some of the extremes and get more of a middle ground where things are pretty stable, they make sense, we have a lot of things that are just really going well, the Hanged Man says, yeah, that is entirely possible for that to be good news. High Priestess, however, it does say it is more of an understanding, again, of what we need and what we didn't have. If we can get those two things together, I think we can reconcile it. But you are looking at a reconciliation that's quite possible. Pretty decent cards here, right? You have a couple of majors, the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. Not the best majors for this kind of question, but it does say that it is entirely possible. It is a matter of looking at things differently, approaching it from a different perspective, and getting things back to normal. And it's also a matter of the learning experience. What did we learn and how can we apply it to a reconciliation? If we can do those things, then yeah, it is entirely possible indeed. Obviously not now, because if it was, if it was a good thing there, then you still be together. All right. Yeah, sorry you had a bad day, Andrew. That sounds rough. I apologize for that. It is, it's Sunday. Ideally, you'd like to have a good day on Sunday, but sometimes you just don't. All right. Speaking of good days, I'm always having a great day when I use the Modern Witch Tarot. Modern Witch Tarot is one of those, you just fall in love with it. You can't help but fall in love with the Modern Witch Tarot. It makes sense. It just makes sense. All right. Andrew, are you connected to me on Instagram? Andrew, are you connected to me on Instagram at all? Let me find Andrew here on Instagram. Stacy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Andrew, if you're not, can you ping me on Instagram? Just message me on Instagram. I appreciate that. And I'll talk to you after the stream as well. Okay. Relationship find common ground. Stacy, let's find out if that is going to be a thing or not. All right. What's coming for me in love? Val Mary. Val Mary. The Hermit is not exactly the best sort of card you want to see in that, you know? That is not exactly the best kind of thing you want to see. What's the deck with the red watercolor on the back and the butterfly? That is the Forest Creatures version 2. So here's the version 1, Forest Creatures version 1, and this is the Forest Creatures version 2 is the one that you see. Do I have the booklet? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Never mind. Okay, Hermit is not exactly the best kind of thing that you do want to see as far as what's coming in love, especially next to a page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and a Two of Swords. It's more about navigating the landscape at this point. It's more about figuring out what we're missing, what types of things, opportunities that we have. Where are the opportunities going to come from? What can we do to change things? Basically, it says we need to alter some things in order for things to manifest correctly, or or things like that. But it does say the Queen of Swords is more of a time of power. You know what I mean? It's more of a time of power, more of a moment of power. In order for you to represent sort of to the world what you need, and in order to sort of figure out where you fit in the grand scheme of things. The Hermit is just sort of wandering through that pathway, and again, trying to determine what is going to be next, trying to determine what is going to be the next big thing, and how we can do it correctly, or how we can sort of get on to that next sort of thing, right? Derek, thanks for your donation. I appreciate you. Maddie, welcome to the stream. Serena, welcome. Philippe, welcome as well. It does say it's a time of reflection. It's a time to where we need to figure out what is next and how we can affect what is next. I think you're in a manifestation phase to where you do have ability to manifest sort of what you need in love. You do have the ability to create the environment, create the situation that's going to be important to you in love. But it is something where you've had to figure out where your path is. You know what I mean? Where is your pathway? Because sure, I can get a fancy car and I can drive it on the roads or what have you, but it's sort of knowing where to go on the roads is going to be sort of that factor that you sort of need. And the Page of Pentacles kind of says that your stability in love is kind of wavering at the moment, finding something that's going to be rock solid, stable, finding something that's going to be interesting, and sort of where you need to be in the moment is going to be a little bit more challenging. And again, it's more of a focusing on you, what you need, where you are right now. It just has that feeling. We don't have a lot of, Andrew, thanks for your message. We don't have a lot of cards that will indicate like a new relationship or things like that as far as that goes. But we just have a thing of preparation, manifesting what we need, figuring out the next steps and whatnot. So there you go. Thanks for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, what do we got next? We got Quan. What will happen between me and the past lover, Mike? Let's see what Mike has to say by using the Forest Creatures version 2. I mean, you might as well get it. We already have it. Here's the back of it. Everybody loves this. I need to make a graphic so I could put it on the screen, but I have been lazy. So Christina has been sick, and I had to take care of her. So I've been busy, kind of been busy with that. So I do need to do a little catch up tomorrow and next week and get some videos out. I need to get some refreshing things on the stream. I need to get a lot of different things happening. So next week is going to be working week. Mina, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Nomadic, what is up? All right. Queen of Coins, Two of Coins, and Eight of Coins. A lot of coins. You're looking at past lovers. How can they come into our life? How can we be a part of their life? Is this something that is possible? How are they doing? What are they doing? You have a lot of questions. Sammy, thanks for your donation. Queen of Coins kind of says that they're doing good on their own. I mean, they're doing good on their own right now. Eight of Coins is if we're going to approach this, is this going to be something that we can get into? It's going to be work. It's going to be involved. It's going to be one of those moments where you do need to get in and figure out what is going to be the next steps on here, because there are some changes involved with that. 8 of coins in returning relationship and getting a relationship going always means that, yeah, you do need to sort of take a deep breath, figure out how this is going to work, because it may not work well. 2 of coins says that you are on that precipice of getting some decisions made between you and Mike. Is this something you want to pursue? Is this something that has been long enough time to where you can have a refresher of, let's say, the honeymoon period? You can't have things go well and not be just total train wreck like maybe it was in the end or something like that, right? 2 of coins says we are in the level of decision making there. Queen of coins is pretty stable though. So if you're looking at getting this started, if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to make the hard decisions to get past some things and get into Mike's, again, the Queen of coins says it's entirely possible. That is indeed. So I think thumbs up says that that could be a stable relationship. We could have this stability sort of starting. We do have all coins. So if you get it started, if you get it moving, if it is something that is possible, stability is going to be your main thing that you can really lean on to get through this. So there you go. All right. So yeah, that is the Forest Creatures version 2. Not exactly cheap. I'll warn you now. It's not the cheapest deck in the world. I can tell you that for sure. All right, let's get a new one. Not a new one. This is an old one, but it is a good one. Oldie but goodie. Northern Animal Tarot for Stacy. Stacy needs to know, will my relationship find common ground? We do get that. You do get that. Trina, Kwan, and Yogi, welcome to the stream. Good to see all of y'all. All right. I did ask the Northern Animal Tarot guy to do an interview, which I was kind of hesitant about because I did kind of complain about the card thickness. So he said maybe later. That may mean no. I don't know. But he did say maybe later. So I got a couple of those. When I asked for interviews, I get maybe later. Anyway, backs and fronts didn't really go together. There is that. Okay, common ground. Ooh, the 3. 3's looking pretty good. The Emperor, the Sun, and the 5 of coins. Yes, for common ground. I mean, yeah, we do find common ground. The 3 is kind of a common ground card. It is something to where we all have a mutual respect. We all have a mutual celebration. We all have something to come back to. We all have something to celebrate, to look forward to. And the Emperor says that you are sort of responsible for some of this. The Sun says, yeah, we can do common ground. The Sun is something where we're coming together, right? We're coming together. We have the baby on the horse, or the baby on the riding along. We have something on a moose. We're coming together in the sunlight. Things are lightening up. Things are being exposed, right? Which may sound bad, but the 5, I wrote about that book too. The 5 is being illuminated by the Sun as well. So some of the difficulties that we have in the 5, the cold, the dark, the doing not well with that sort of that poor feeling, it feels like, right, is being illuminated by the Sun. And the Sun is eliminating a lot of the problems in this card. So if you're looking at this being a bad card, this is really offsetting it by quite a big margin, right? But it is some responsibility on your side. The Emperor says you are in charge. You do have the power to do this. So if you're finding common ground, this is a lot riding on you. Common ground, though, is the 3's specialty. It is something where we're coming together. We're all celebrating. We have the same wine. We have the same dance. We're on the same platform. And again, this is common ground indeed. So I think so. That's a big thumbs up. That Sun really illuminates it. That Sun says that, yeah, we can get a lot of good things. We can have things feeling better. We can get a lot of good aspects coming from that. All right. Derek, a general and an update. Let's find out, Derek, what your general has to say by going for, we'll do this. Sure. We'll do the Mons Tarot. I can be talked into the Mons Tarot, All All right. Renoa, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's see. Let's find out about a general, get an update for Derek, see what kind of things we got going on in the near future, because that's what a general is all about. That's kind of a challenging reading if you're new, too. I mean, a couple of people have mentioned this to me. They said, I do a general, and it's such a vast array of could be anything that I get sort of caught up, you know? Yogi, thanks for your donation, too. The moon says that we are on a mission. We are on a mission to get some things either resolved, moving, but you're pretty soon going to get in that mode to where you're very single-minded, very focused, and very sort of sharp and headed for a particular direction. Okay? The moon. We're moving from the water onto the land. We're going in between the two pillars. We have a destination in mind. We are laser focused. We have our cheerleaders over here, but it's up to us to navigate that long road and to get through the next iteration of what's happening. I think that your mission is definitely going to be there. Queen of Pentacles says you are equipped for it. It's not something where you're just sort of wandering in. You don't know what you're doing. No. You're quite equipped. You have the Knight of Wands with the fiery energy coming here as well. So it does feel like you're equipped. You understand what the challenges are, but the mission is going to present itself very soon, and you do need to launch into it at full speed. Not something that you can sort of fuss around with, not something that you're going to be doing, not going to be wasting time with as well. The Knight and the Queen, both very focused, both very stable, and definitely on the right track for that. It's just a matter of getting on the mission, getting it going, and get it going full speed when you can, right? Yogi had the first paid reading and used the TO system. How did that go? You did all right. Well, that's good. The TO system. Loverosa, thank you for your donation. Leo Verosa, I appreciate you. Kafaya, general reading for June. Another general. Ooh, I love general reading. Let's use this one. It's a little bit of that Art Nouveau action. Can't go wrong. We got 55 people watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Sunflower, otherwise known as Boo Boo, thank you for being here as well. I appreciate you. By the way, please hit that like and sub. It lets YouTube know that I don't suck. You know, as long as YouTube thinks I don't suck, it's a brighter day tomorrow. It is indeed. Kelly, thank you for your donation. Okay. General reading for June. Kafaya, you're looking at making plans. June is very planning. You have a lot of things happening in August. Let me tell you that bottom line. A lot happening in August. June, July, more of a planning stage, especially June. We do have looking out amongst our lands. We do have dominion. We do have taking control of what is ours, but also finding out what can benefit others, right? What can benefit others? What kind of things are going to be on that plate? Because June is sort of that mask of power as far as communication goes. You need to get the communication out. You need to understand what needs to be done. And you need to offset this damn Mercury retrograde that is hanging around until the 23rd. Sort of your main mission, because that's most of June. And it is going to hit you, Kafaya. It is going to hit you fairly hard, especially with the High Priestess here. It is about the communication. It is about understanding what to communicate, when to communicate, and how to sort of process some of the things that are happening in June, because it definitely is a planning month as well. Something's going on with a particular job as well, but there's a lot of moving parts here, basically, what you got. What you have indeed. Big planning month for you. Definitely want to get prepared for August. We'll ever hear from the Sagittarius again. The Sagittarius could be long gone. They could be not knowing where they are, what they are doing. But I know that this, by the way, is the traditional manga tarot. One of my favorites. One of my favorites indeed. Oh, you know, pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. But all right, yes or no question. We're going to hear from them again. Looking for swords. Looking for connection cards. Looking for happy happy home and family cards. Connection card, swords, we got it. Hanged man, 8 of swords, we got it. Looking at hearing from them, I believe so. We're going to have a thumbs up on this. Hazel, thank you for your donation. Definitely have a thumbs up on this. Queen of Swords is them taking the advantage and them communicating with you. But the Hanged Man, they do it in an unusual way. What could that be? That could be we ping you on social media, we tag you on Instagram, and just make a joke like the old times. We make a joke. We have something that's there that's just between you and I, that you understand, I understand, but it's that little connection that you need to let them know that, you know, they're thinking about you. And you do have the 8 of swords, though. I don't think they can come in full steam. I don't think that they can just leap in and magically make everything better again. It's just, again, a matter of a soft connection, easy connection, casual connection, and then we're going to go from there. That's basically what it says. But there's still a thumbs up. Still a thumbs up indeed. Speaking of August, Sammy has an exam. Has an exam. Speaking of that, Sammy, let's find out how your exam is going to go by using the Heaven and Earth Tarot. This is one of my favorites, I got to say. This is one where I unboxed it and everybody lost their mind. Everybody lost their freaking mind. All right. Exams are coming. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? The King of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and pleasure? I think so. You need more preparation. That's for sure. Sunshiny Day, thanks for your hanging out. I appreciate you. Knight of Cups says you're familiar enough to make it. You're familiar enough to make it. And that's sort of the big thing, right? Am I going to make it? Is this going to be something I can do? Is this going to be something that is possible? The Knight of Cups says, yeah, we're Mr. Romance. We're comfortable enough with it. And we're able to hand out this, right? That's the big thing about the Six of Cups. We're handing a cup to somebody else. We have an exchange of things. And I think you're able to understand it. You're able to be passionate enough about it to where you can hand it off and you can sort of regurgitate it as you need it. King of Swords says you're able to communicate it with it as well. So basically that's a thumbs up. I do think that you are prepared enough for the exam. Kind of an awkward set of cards, but you got to roll with what you can get. You know, you got to go with what you can get. Renoa, welcome to the stream, by the way. There's someone new in my life now that has contemplated moving away from an ex. What are this person's intentions? So sounds like they're making a bit of a commitment there. A bit of a commitment. They're thinking maybe they're committed, maybe they're BSing me, like what's happening, what is going on, and all of that stuff. Yeah, Sunshiny Day, thank you in advance for your future donation. We can pull a card. Anyway, man, moving away from the ex. Ooh, what are we looking for? We're looking for movement cards, number one. That's the big thing here. Movement cards. We're looking for separation cards. 3 of Swords would be great. A 8 of Cups would be ideal. Okay, what do we got? We got an 8 of Cups. Oh my God, we got an 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. They're indeed serious. This is no BS, Renoa. This is no BS. 8 of Cups. Look, Renoa, I haven't seen you before, so we're gonna take a quick look up close. Renoa, there's the X right there. And there's that person, they're leaving it. They're abandoning it. They're walking away from the X indeed. Maybe they're stealing a teddy bear. Maybe you need to get them a teddy bear. I don't know. But they are abandoning their ass pretty quick. So yeah, they're contemplating it. Not only they're contemplating it, they're on the way out. They are on the way out. Sunshiny Day, thank you for being a member again. But yeah, look how happy they are. Renoa, look how happy they are. Like, this is a one card read so far, and we're rocking it. Look how damn happy they are. They have been considering this for a while. This is not something new. I don't care what they told you, but they've been looking at this for a while now. I'm telling you. The moon, venturing into the unknown, wandering from the sea into the land. They're pretty excited about it. This is going to be wicked for them. This is going to be a little bit of uncomfortableness for them. That 8 of Wands and that 9 of Wands as well. Now, Renoa. 8 of Wands is a quick movement card. This could go a lot quicker than what you're thinking. It really does. This could go quite fast compared to what you're thinking. And the 9 of Wands, be aware, Renoa, be aware this person's going to drag in some emotional baggage from that ex. They're going to drag that in. They're going to drag it in, and you're going to have to deal with it. So take a deep breath, deal with it. They're going to have to deal with it, right? Boo-boo, thank you for joining the family. This is the wounded warrior, Renoa. The wounded warrior. They're not coming in fresh. They're not coming in happy. They're coming in with some baggage. Be aware. Be aware. That is, that's going to be kind of harsh because you're going to have to deal with that. You know what I mean? Sunshiny Day, thank you for your not now future, but current donation. I appreciate it. Energies for the week ahead. Yogi. We got some good energy for you here, Yogi, because we're using the Tarot of the Divine. That is some great energy indeed. Dottie C, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Yogi, what do we got for you? We got some energy. Hopefully it's good. I mean, I'm just saying. 5 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and 2 of Cups. The energy is separation. The energy is separation because of a fight almost. The energy is separation because there's something that's there that you don't want, something that you don't want to deal with, but you're forced to deal with it. It doesn't feel like you should deal with it, Yogi. It doesn't feel like this is your job to deal with this BS, but you're being shoved into it anyway. You got that 2 of Cups, this connection with something that you have to leave. That 8 of Cups, just like in the last reading, just like in Renoa's reading. Get that 8 of Cups, that abandonment, leaving something, abandoning it, getting the hell out, because that connection doesn't work out. That connection is not good for you. That connection doesn't seem like something you want to deal with right now. 5 of Wands, it causes conflict. It causes interesting things to happen, but at the end of the day, you don't really want to just deal with that at all. This is something that you'd rather sort of either push off to somebody else or escape. Escape being the best optimal solution as well. Anyway, there's your energies for the week ahead. Leo Varosa, what wisdom does the universe want to share with Leo? Leo, let's find out. Let's find out indeed. There's a very fat cat sitting on Stacy's computer. Oh, no. Hopefully they don't press a bunch of keys. Every time a large animal gets on my keyboard, it presses some keys. And then you have a weird-looking set of letters in chat, or a weird-looking set of web pages that opened or something, you know? Anyway, wisdom the universe wants to share with Leo. Let's find out. First thing, Leo, it's time. Leo, it's time to get something new happening, to get something new emotionally happening. Ace of Cups, new, emotional, new water. I almost think it's like either with a family or in a love relationship. It's time for something new. You've had enough of what you're dealing with now. Time to expand, time to grow, time to move on to this next valid, next interesting thing, because the next card that we have is the Tower. The Tower says what you currently have could be crumbling down. Moon in Aries, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. Could be crumbling down. It could be not going the direction that you kind of want it to go. Some of the old stuff, it needs to crumble down though, Leo. It needs to, almost like you need to sweep up some things, clean up some things, understand that maybe some things you're better off without. Some things are better off if you just clean it up and move on to the next thing instead of hanging on to what you have. A lot of times we'll grasp onto something because it's comfortable, because it gives us the tingly feels. But at the end of the day, it's probably better that we ditch it and go with something new, you know? The Knight of Pentacles says some of that, Dame Beauty, I appreciate you hanging out with us. Some of that means that judgment in the Knight of Pentacles, you are on a level of what can new things bring me that the old things can't. Because getting into stuck pattern, getting into a pattern that we can't really escape, we can't really sort of resolve completely. And that's sort of where we're at, right? We can't resolve everything completely in the old pattern. We can't fix everything. We can't Band-Aid up some things. And it's a matter of what can we do that's new. We have a new Ace of Cups. We have judgment, a beginning, a reincarnation, a rebirth. And that Knight of Pentacles says it's going to be better on the other side because the Tower is an uncomfortable card. It says that, yeah, I don't like change. Nobody likes change, but sometimes you do have to deal with it. I think that's where you're at. I think the wisdom the universe wants you to share that is change is going to be good. Don't freak out. Embrace it and let it take you to where it wants to take you, because overall, you really don't have a choice at the end of the day. All right, who do we got going next? We got Kelly. Kelly wants to know, does the Sagittarius have kids with somebody else? Oh, my. Huh. All right. Diane, tell Christina I said to get better soon. Diane, I will. Thank you for the good wishes. I appreciate you. She's doing a lot better today than yesterday. Yesterday was rough, but she's doing a lot better today, I got to say. She's looking fantastic as always, and it's just a good sign overall. All right, Kelly, do they have kids with somebody else? That's the first time I've ever been asked that. That's nice. I get 1,000 readings a month, and this is the first time I've ever had this question. I like it. I like it because now I'm thinking, what cards did I want to see? Obviously, children cards. 3 of Swords, a breakup, Hierophant. Give me one more. And the Sun. Yes. Yes, that's going to be a thumbs up. That is going to be a thumbs up indeed. I think what we're having here, somebody from an ex, yes, an ex, a broken heart. Somebody had children with an ex. The Sun is a children's card. It is, right? You have a child in it. You have a child riding. It's almost like that this child is not with them. Maybe the child is with somebody else, is why I say, because the Sun is a child riding away or moving away to somebody. The Hierophant, a court stepped in. A court said, well, maybe it's better for this child to be moving locations, moving to somewhere else. That could be beneficial for everybody. And the King of Swords is a totalitarian. It says that you have a demand for something, or you have an expectation for something, and they want to sort of, do right with the child. And the Hierophant talks about an organization, a court maybe, or a power, a universal power or something. But I think, this says yes, a whole lot of yes. But a court made the child move somewhere else. That's basically what it's saying. Anyway, it's a good question. D gets this question all the time. Oh, my. All right. Can I get a general with the Thoth? I mean, the Thoth is popular indeed. I got to say, the Thoth is well-loved here. It's well-loved indeed. Nomadic Gypsy. D, do you typically give info on people who are not present? I have no idea what that means. You mean like internet? Anyway. All right. General, get it going with the Thoth. Then we got a Virgo if they're interested in Moon and Aries. We got Sunshiny Day with another work week and maybe some drama. It's going to be a rough night, boys. Hang on. Let's see what we got. Oh, man, General. Be a better week than normal, I can tell you that. It'll be a little bit better week than normal. You have some official news coming this week. some official news coming this week. We're back to the Hierophant, a higher power, somebody that is in the ultimate position of authority. We do have some news. It's going to be sort of a formal piece of news. Almost feels like, too, that we have too much to do. You have to sort of separate out what's going to be important. You have to maybe delegate something. You're definitely going to be on that mode of, what can I do to eliminate a lot of the stuff that's going on? It is going to be stuff that's happening too. There's somebody, sure, Trellis, it is good to see you back. Welcome back. So good to see you. It does feel like that you're trying to move a force that can't be moved too. That stubbornness. You're trying to move a force that can't be moved. Overall, it feels all right. If you can deal with the force that can't be moved, if you can deal with some official news kind of thing, I think you'll be okay at the end of the day. It'll be a decent week. There you go. Sure, Trellis has been trying to catch me all week. Well, good news, Sure, Trellis, you're here now, and we love you, and I appreciate you hanging out with us. All right. We got Hazel coming in on the next list. Future work collab. In my work, go a good way. Should I push forward or, I hate work collabs. Let me tell you why I hate work collabs. Every time you have a collaboration at work, there's always somebody that does absolutely nothing. It does absolutely nothing. And then everybody else has to pick up the slack. And then you're in that awkward position where do you rat on that person that did nothing, or do you be a team player and just pick up their slack? I hate collabs. Hate collabs at work. They always go that way. I've never seen one not go that way, to be quite honest with you. Never seen one not go that way. But Hazel, we need to find out if yours it's going that way. We need to find out if you're going to get stuck with one of them, or will it be decent? You could have a collab to where everybody just works together and it's great. But yeah, let's see how it goes at the end of the day. Oh man, you got the 2 of Cups. That's good for a collab. 8 of Wands is good. 7 of Swords, and it's good. I say go for it. I say go for it on D. Dottie, you are in the queue, Dottie. Dottie, you are here. So we are here, Hazel, okay? We're going to do Sunshiny Day, and then Dottie, you are after Sunshiny Day. We got Moon in Aries, and then sure, Trellis, we're rocking it tonight. We're rocking it indeed. Much higher position. Hazel, this looks good. I mean, bottom line, it's good. 2 of Cups, Hazel, is 2 forces, 2 people collaborating together. Okay. Would I have preferred the 3 of Cups where we have a team effort at work? Yes. Does the 2 of Cups do the same thing? Yes. 8 of Wands says it goes quicker than you're thinking it does. Okay. It's better. It's more smooth than you think it is. 7 of Swords says they do load you up with work. If you're looking at dodging work, if you're looking at, maybe this is not something I want to be like, come out of the gate with a ton of work. High Priest, thank you for your donation. 7 of Swords says they are going to give you work. They're going to get the work and they're going to go, Hazel, thank you for coming in. That's yours, and this is mine. But that's yours, Hazel. This is your work, and this is my work over here. But yeah, you will get a ton of work out of it. 6 of Swords says they're understanding about that, though, and they understand that it takes more time. Hazel, overall, it looks okay. If you give me a yes or no, I would say go for it. Be prepared to be dumped on with some work a little bit, but overall, it looks really good. Overall, it looks pretty good. That 2 of Cups especially gives that warm feeling. It sort of feels like it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. The work week, Sunshiny Day, is it going to be bad, or is it going to be horrible? I don't know. Those 2 choices, neither one of which are good. Sunshiny Day. What if it's wonderful Sunshiny Day? Sunshiny Day. I think Sunshiny Day has been beaten down at work into a glass half empty. So let's see. Let's get you some good news. Get you some good news and find out what kind of things that we got going on at work. Is it going to be bad, horrible? Is it going to be great? Let me tell you now that we are going to determine this with the Dark Mansion Tarot. It makes sense. It makes sense if it's a high priest and we need to find out this information. We're going to use this deck. All right. Ariel, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Sunshiny day. Let's look. The lovers. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. 5 of Swords, Lord of Defeat. Christy, thank you for your donation. Ace of Pentacles and 9 of Wands. What are we looking at? You're going to run into a situation that you've seen before, but it's wrapped up in a different package. You know, it's going to be wrapped up a little differently, but it's something that you've seen before. So now be aware that you need to calm down, take a deep breath, and figure out how you're going to deal with it before you leap in. I do not think leaping in works for you overall. You have the 5 of Swords. This is something that you've encountered before. You have the Lovers. This is something that's coming in as a new thing, kind of exciting. It may be good news, but the 5 of Swords says, maybe this is not something I kind of want to deal with right now. Again, the Ace of Pentacles. Sunshiny day. How do you want to deal with this differently than you dealt with it before? That's the question. Because if you come into it with the same sort of attitude, if you come into it with the same sort of strategy, I think it's not going to work out. I think it needs something innovative, something useful. Ace of Pentacles says, bring in something new, bring in a new strat with it, because you are the injured warrior in this situation. You've seen it before. You don't want to deal with it before. This is something that you definitely don't want to chase again, but effectively dealing with it is going to be the best method as it comes. I think it's almost like somebody forces it on you, basically. Anyway, let's find out what that is. But yeah, hopefully that works out. Sunshiny day, hopefully that works out. Hopefully you have a great day. It's going to be pretty good next week. Dottie, speaking of great days, Dottie, the day is here. The time is here for you to get your read. When Dad let up, very hard, sick dude, I'm 64, baggage, taking care of Mom. Let's find out what is going to happen with all of that. We could do a little bit of the Wheel of Fortune on here. That's going to be all right. I do love me some Wheel of Fortune. There's no doubts about that. And, Dottie, let's find out. When will they let up? They're on our ass, apparently. They need to let up. We're already taking care of Mom. We need to find out. I think the overall effort here is they don't know what to do about the situation. I think they're using the wrong method to deal with the situation. They're coming in kind of strict. They're coming in kind of stern because that's what they know. I don't think that works long term, though, right? The 3 of Swords. They have been disappointed in the past, and the big thing for them is not to be disappointed, right? Not to be disappointed. The Moon says it's difficult to understand the situation or understand sort of how to deal with that situation, try to figure that out. But the Sun says overall they do let up a little bit. Page of Wheels, they do determine that their current strat is not working. They do need a different sort of way to deal with this, different sort of way to look at this. I think helping them along, it does do some assistance with that. But the Page of Wheels says, yeah, they do let up a little bit. The Sun says things get brighter, things get more in the mode. When you have the Sun and the Moon together, that's huge. It says a different day is ahead of you, a different perspective, a different way of looking at things, a different day, a new day where things are going to be a little bit better. Yogi, thanks for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, and we got a ton of donations in a row. What do we got next? We got Moon in Aries. Is a Virgo interested in you? I mean, I'm a Virgo. Send me a picture. No, I'm kidding. Let's find out. If the Virgo is interested in you indeed, this might hurt tarot, because you just don't know about them Virgos. Them Virgos are unpredictable. They're highly unpredictable. You don't know where they're going to go. You don't know what they're going to do. You got to sort of figure it out. Jamie Lee, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. The Virgo, are they interested? No, and maybe. If you're patient with the Virgo, I think they will be. If you are persistent with the Virgo, I think they will be. They need persistence and patience. If you can give them persistence and patience, you do have a chance. Nine of Swords says they have a lot on their mind. They have a lot on their plate. There's a lot of things happening. This is, in other words, it's like a little bit too important sometimes. But if you take it a little more casually, that is going to be much better in approaching the Virgo. Eight of Pentacles talks about it taking work, it taking time, it taking patience. You're going to have patience. You're going to have to sort of be persistent and have patience with that. Nine of Pentacles says, yeah, it can work out. They can be interested in you. Are they interested in you right now? Doesn't really look like it. I don't see any great cards. I don't see a Two of Cups. I don't see Lovers. I don't see a Ten of Cups. I don't see a Ten of Coins. I don't see a lot of this stuff. So right now, no. Can they be? Yes. Anyway, there you go. There you go, indeed. See about that Virgo. Now we got Short-Trellis. Finding out about Short-Trellis. What happens if I reconsider the relationship with D? I mean, everybody does love...
Everybody loves the D.
Everybody does love the D. And we need to find out if we reestablish a relationship, if we reconsider it, you know, maybe this is something we didn't want to deal with. Maybe they came in too hard and strong. I mean, I don't know, but we need to find out if we reconsider it, if we give them one more chance, what happens? What is in the unknown category? What happens with that? Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and King of Wands. It's definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting because we have a great card here. We have the Ten of Cups, which is a great relationship. It has a lot of potential. It's a lot of good things that could be sort of happening with that. King of Wands, though, says that you can't really let the relationship just go its own way. You need to steer it. Because if you don't steer it and it goes its own way, we get into this awkward situation where things just don't work out. Things get into a mode that they're just not sort of 100%. And the Five of Pentacles says getting through to this person is going to be difficult because I think that they either had a little bit too much interest and it waned, or they had some other things that there were other people that they were chasing as well, and those are still in action. But the Five of Pentacles says, yeah, dragging, you sort of have to drag yourself into this. And that's the question, Short-Trellis. How much is this important to you? That you need to be dragged into this. You need to reconsider this. You need to have second thoughts about this. If it's that, you know, if it's that wavering, if it's that soft of an interest, do you really want to get into a relationship? Do you really want to get into a Ten of Cups? If it's something that you weren't interested in, if your gut said, I'm not interested, but now your mind and your logical side says, yeah, maybe I'll give it a try. Because the King of Wands says you may have some difficulty long-term with that if you're going to do it. But there you go. What happens? It works out. It's okay. I mean, why do you have to talk yourself into a relationship? You know, it should be something natural. If your gut, your intuition, your emotion says, man, maybe not, then what are you going to do when your logical mind says, yeah, let's give it a shot? And now you don't have the emotional support, right? Okay. Well, Walmart coming for an interview for the call center position. They're paying pretty good. They're paying pretty good. Let's find out. Walmart. I mean, talk about a stable company. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, Walmart's not going away anytime soon at all. Let's find out about that. Is Walmart going to call me for an interview? What's the possibility? 4 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and the Hierophant. That doesn't look like a yes. That looks okay. I think they're going to be coming in. They're going to be coming in. We have the Hierophant, the big company, the big organization. We got the 7 of Wands, sort of being forced out or being difficult to get into. Definitely not an easy thing to get into. 4 of Wands, though, says that's the place you want to be because they do have the cash, they do have the stability that you need, and it is a predictable sort of a day-to-day. It's not going anywhere. So the 4 of Wands says it's a nice place to camp. It's a nice place to make a home. It's a nice place to be, and a big organization. A little bit difficult to get into, but I do think that they call you. I think they call you indeed. All right. We're going Christy next? Let's find out. Christy. Oh, no, we're going Ariel Smiles. Anyone have their eyes on me? I don't know. Maybe. Let's find out if you got some eyes We'll do some cats. See, there's the eyes that they have on you right there. There are the eyes that they have on you indeed. Let's find out if those eyes are focused on you, though. How serious is it with you on those eyes? Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. High Priestess, Hanged Man, and the Five of Cups? No, not really. Moon and Aries, thank you for your donation. I say no. I mean, no, not really, not now. I don't think anybody is just like, hovering over you, anybody staring at you, anybody crushing on you. Five of Cups is Lord of Disappointment. We're looking for something that's not there. We're a bit disappointed. We're sort of looking away. It's not something we're interacting with. Hanged Man says that a different perspective could be here. More enlightenment could be here. But the High Priestess says there are some things that are moving around. They're just not focused your way. So I'm going to say no. I say there's nobody that currently has their eyes on you at the moment. Not saying next week, next month, if anybody has anything like that, but for now, it doesn't look like it. Okay, we got Christy. Christy's finally up next. Christy is like, I asked my question like a year ago. Like, what is going on? I asked my question literally a year ago. And by the way, for this one, we're using the Slow Tarot. Looking really good. Love me some slow. Christy, has S gone on any dates? Said he got his vaccine. Still focused solely on work and his children. Ooh, gone on any dates? Are they dating somebody? Are they seeing anybody? Are they finding Mr. and Mrs. Right? I mean, I don't know. Apparently they were wiped out by I don't know. Anyway, let's find out. See what they're doing. Eight of Wands. They're looking. They're checking it out. They are evaluating. They are looking for that. I'm going to say no. We have a lot of bad cards here. I mean, we do have a lot of bad cards. First thing that we're looking at is Eight of Wands. They have been looking. I think they are trying indeed. I think they are trying to figure it out. They're sort of shopping around. What is going to be the next big thing for me? Eight of Wands, there's a lot of motion, a lot of activity around this person. Strength is they're being patient too. They're on KD, thank you for your donation. They're on a couple of sites. They're checking it out. They're trying to find out how that goes. And the Queen of Coins as well says you just sort of kind of wonder as far as this goes. The Queen of Coins says they need stability when they do find it. I do think that they could get a couple of hookups, but they're not really interested in that. It's more of the Queen of Coins is like, I'm interested for some stability, something that's going to be decent, something that's going to come along. Overall, a lot of failures. The Five of Coins, right? The Five of Coins, a lot of failures. A lot of people that just didn't work out. A lot of things that just didn't go well. A lot of potential that just is not there, right? Christy, you want him for myself. Oh, my. All right.
Everybody loves the D.
What do my friends think about the weekly meeting? Yogi has a meeting. Yogi has a meeting where Yogi learned a lot of secrets. Yogi learned a lot of secrets with this meeting. Yogi did. It's on Zoom, by the way. And Yogi's Zoom meeting, started it up. Is this something that we're going to keep? Or is the Zoom meeting just going to sort of peter out and not be around? You don't know. You don't know. Because the Sun says they love it. They love it. They love it indeed. That Four, that greediness there, that Page of Pentacles. Some people want to change the time of the date, but most people love it. The Sun. If everybody can coordinate it, if everybody likes, can get the good things going. Aroa, thank you for your donation. They love it, but it's a matter of coordinating the time and date. That's the big thing here. The time and date. We need a good time and day that everybody's going to be able to be there. Everybody's going to be able to participate in the Zoom meeting. But overall, it's nice. It's easy. It's on Zoom. I don't have to drive anywhere. And people like that. People like that. So yeah, they love it. They think it's real cool. Need a little bit of an alteration on time and date. Other than that, it would be all right indeed. All right. Aurora, thank you for your donation. And Jamie Lee, what can I expect from MQ at work a little later? Let's find out what is going on with MQ. MQ. Every time I hear MQ, I think of MQ series from IBM. If anybody's a tech person, MQ series from IBM is an interesting thing indeed. What can I expect from MQ, who's obviously a person, at work later? Stag? They want a little bit of an alteration in the deal. That's what I'm getting. They want an alteration in the deal, okay? Knight of Vessels, moving in a different direction, moving something differently. The Stag, trying to take command, take control, and get more of an independent type of feel with that, a little more fiery feel as well. And then the Seven of Arrows, right? They're returning to work. They're getting back in that situation, but they want a change in the deal. They want a change in how things are interacted with, a change in how things are sort of addressed. But basically, that's the main feel, right? What can we do to update everything, to reboot everything, and to get everything on a better path? Because again, it feels like there's a disconnect, and it feels like that we need to change some places, change some things. And the Stag says that maybe they have a better idea on what to change, how to change it, and where to change it, right? There you go. That's what they are going to do at work. They want to change the deal. That's the big thing here. Changing the deal, altering it, finding out what is going to happen there. All right, tell me something I don't know for Boo Boo. Boo Boo, did you know that Val Mary, thank you for your donation, just made a donation, Boo Boo. There's something you don't know. By the way, we're ending soon. We're ending soon indeed. All right. Oh, let's see. Oh, man. Tell me something I don't know. Surprise me. All right. You want a surprise? I'll give you a surprise. We'll draw from 3 different decks. 3 cards from 3 different decks. You want a freaking surprise? I'll give you a freaking surprise. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Here's a surprise. 6 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Everything that's successful is not entirely successful. I think that you've had some situations that you think are a damn good success, but they're not really. They're not really at all. I think they're disguised. I think we have a little bit of an alteration of what's been happening. There's some things that are moving around, some things that aren't exactly happy, some things that are happening that aren't exactly the way you want it to go, but it looked great in the beginning. It looked fantastic when you first got there. Is it great? No. Is it good? No. Is it something that looked fantastic when you saw it? Yes. But you're going to have to deal with the reality as it creeps up, as it comes up, as things progress, as some things change, and as some things sort of figure out where you need to be. That is surprising indeed. All right, Moon in Aries. Is A thinking about me again? Are they thinking to text me again? Will they text me? Or will they ignore me? I don't know. Hopefully they'll text you. You don't want anybody ignoring you. That's kind of a pain in the butt when they just flat out ignore you. And, you need something different. Need something a little bit different as far as that goes. All right. Is A thinking to text me one more time? One more time. Jamie Lee, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Yes, actually, I'm going to go with thumbs up. They're thinking to text you again. They are. Princess of Wands is a fun, entertaining, and enjoyable card. They like having fun. They like it being fun. So I think this says, Katie, thanks for your donation. I appreciate you. This says that they enjoy this process of texting you. They enjoy your reaction. They enjoy the interaction. Adjustment says that there needs to be a little bit of balance in between that. You know what I mean? And the root of Earth says when they text you, they're thinking too much about it. They put too much emphasis on it. They put too much weight on it when it should be fun and entertaining, and that's the way they need to lean. But are they thinking? Yeah, that's a thumbs up. Do they take it too seriously? Do they need to have a little more fun with it? Yeah, than that. Do they enjoy it? yes as well, right? Yes as well. KD, am I likely to get a camp job? Let's find out by using the, whatever this is, using this tarot right here. Find out if you're going to get a camp job or if you're not going to get a camp job. All right. The one that is Six of Wands. Oh, the one that the Six of Wands was pulled out of. That was the Universal Celtic or Universal Celtic tarot. There you go. All right. Am I likely to get the camp job? Six of Wands, yes. Three of Pentacles, yes. Hangman, yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up indeed. Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory. You're going to get it. You're going to be victorious. Three of Pentacles, the best card in the deck. The best card in the deck for getting a new job. Three of Pentacles is the creation. It's the birth of something stable, a job with Pentacles. Hanged Man says that you almost get an unexpected news about it. It's almost like the news is a little bit unexpected, or it comes in an unusual way as far as when you get it. But yes, you are likely to get it indeed. I think you do get it. Not only are you like it to get it, but you do get it indeed. So there you go. There you go. What do we got going on next? We got, is it Roja next? Yeah, Roja is next. What good changes do you see coming? All right. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. What change do you see coming in the connection with SH and I? No communication since March. We need to find out what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, and why they are going to do it. And then we got like 5 more readings, and then we're going to get out of here. We're going to go take a shower and eat a banana. And actually in that order, we're going to do that. All right. Then we're going to go to Christina's place, and then we're going to take a shower and eat a banana. Okay. Good things in the connection. No. Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Magician, and Knight of Swords. This is a relationship. This is a connection where when it rains, it pours. It seems like once it gets started, it goes full steam. Knight of Swords is not a slow card. It's a quick card. Once it starts rolling down the hill, I think it actually gets going pretty strongly, pretty well, right? The Magician says that you need to do a lot of the work. Maybe a lot of the work indeed. It seems like that the world is leaning on you too much for this. You have most of the interest. You have a connection that you need, but it seems like you're the only one that sort of needs to be there. The Magician says you can get it started again, but it's going to be mainly on you indeed. Page of Pentacles says, this connection is very soft. It's very wavering. It doesn't seem like it's going to be there a long term. Could be a short thing. So even if you do get it fixed, put a Band-Aid on it. Is this something that you're going to do for long term? It looks like it's short term. Two of Wands says, overall, how does this connection benefit you? You need to ask that question before you chase it, because the Magician says you may be the one chasing it. So Two of Wands says, what types of things benefit me from this in a logical standpoint, right? Because emotionally, we may get a fix. We may get our fix, right? But logically, what does this person bring to the table that makes it fantastic? And is it something that you really want again? So basically, that's the question. That's the question. Good changes are that you have a lot of power. You have a lot of control over it. So if you want to reunite it, you can. It is a matter of taking the action, taking the initiative with that, and doing that. But you need to realize that this could be something that's short term. So you may put a lot of effort, a lot of work into it, and then it's gone again. That's basically what it says. My ex's true feelings towards me. Val Mary, let's find out what kind of feelings that we got by using the Anna K Tarot. Anna K is an interesting one, isn't it? It is an interesting one indeed. All right. What are the true feelings? Not the fake feelings, but the true feelings. What are they like? What are they like? King of Coins. Oh, you got the Two of Cups and the Chair. They like you. They like you. I think they like the connection. They like the communication. They like their role in the relationship, which is unusual, right? They like their role in this connection. So it's something that they looked forward to. They enjoyed their role. They enjoyed what you brought to the table was very important to them as well. But the Two of Cups, I mean, they loved it. They loved it. Was it a secret connection? I asked this because we're being covered up. So Val Marius, was this a secret connection? Was this a hidden connection? But again, the Chariot into the Sun's beautiful, Two of Cups, beautiful. They liked it. They liked it. They do have a good feelings. Their true feelings are good indeed. And yeah, they are good. They like their role in the relationship. You ghosted them. Well, maybe you need to not ghost them anymore. I don't know. Anyway, we have another one for feelings. What are MQs? True feelings and intentions for me. Oh, let's find out. Let's find out what MQ's true intentions, current intentions, and feelings for that. We got 2 more reads and we're closing it down for the night. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate that. That's very cool. Queen of Swords, not good. The Fool, not good. 8 of Cups, not good. Overall, this is bad. Overall, this is fairly bad. You have the Queen of Swords is more of just a bad attitude towards a variety of things. It feels like that no matter what they did, it didn't work. No matter how hard they tried, it didn't work. No matter how things sort of wrapped up and how things sort of went and they thought it was going to be an effort well done, an effort well put forward, it didn't work. And the 8 of Cups says, overall, we just abandoned the whole damn thing. We got to get out. We have to abandon it. We have to sneak out. We have to move forward and get out of that situation. 8 of Cups says, yeah, we need to move forward. We need to move out and get into something completely different at that point. But yeah, overall, it just looks kind of challenging. It looks challenging indeed. KD surprised me. KD wants a surprise. KD gets a surprise. KD, we're going to read with the whole deck. You want a surprise? I'll give you a surprise. We're going to read with the whole deck. What cards are up? The Fool says the journey that you're currently on, the journey that is unexpected, the journey that doesn't seem to have anywhere to go, the journey that you have a great attitude about, is going a little bit faster than you expected. And this expectation is going to be okay because it slows down eventually. So it's almost like front loaded with action. It moves down, it slows down. And the best part about this is that this journey is not as unexpected as you think. There's a lot of hints as it goes through about what is coming next. Overall, it looks like a decent journey. 10 of Cups says at the end of the day, you're going to be satisfied. You're going to be pretty nice with it. And overall, it looks all right. It looks all right. There you go. There's something you didn't know. There's something you didn't know. A whole deck read. Just throw the whole thing down. Throw the entire thing down, face up, and go for it. And go for it indeed. All right. Let's find out. There's you something. There's you something you definitely didn't expect that, did you? Didn't expect that at all. And the last reading of the night, what is Jay currently feeling towards me, Aria? Let's find out how that goes. Find out how that goes indeed. What are their current feelings for me? And then we're going to get out of here. All right. Let's see. Jay. Aria, is Jay somebody from your past? Is Jay somebody from your past? 10 of Swords, there's a damn good reason they're in your past. There's a very good reason they are in your past. Oh, man. Emotional. Does this person have like a lot of problems? Does this person have like a long history of problems? This person sort of in a mix or a mode where you really don't know what the hell they're going to do next? Oh, man. I wouldn't rely on them to just launch back in and everything to be fixed. I would say that your chances of everything to be repaired is going to be quite difficult. You have a lot of swords. You have 10 of swords as a permanent cutting card, along with the 6 of swords, which is normally a good journey. But in this one, it's almost like the journey is being held back. We have emotional issues. We have problems. We have some things that are happening with this person that they don't want to deal with. You don't want to deal with, and I don't think you want to avoid them at all. Basically, their feelings are mixed. It's like looking into randomization. You're looking into a window and there's a lot of weird things and random things happening at the same time. And their feelings change, maybe based upon the minute, maybe based upon the day, maybe based upon the hour. Things change, things move, things are very different in a lot of different ways. But overall, it's quite unusual, I have to say. It is unusual indeed. I would not rely on this person as a stable thing. Basically, it's what the cards are telling me. And that, my friends, is the end of the stream. Thank you so much for being here. We are on at 6:30 p.m. every day, and that is Central Time. We'll see you tomorrow.
Watch out for the kryptonite.